Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, everyone. Lakeisha McKnight is here. Welcome to the Revitalize the Total Woman podcast show. Welcome, welcome. I'm your senior host, your coach with this podcast, being brought to you on behalf of Women of Elevation Career Services International. Welcome to those of you in the Women of Elevation group right there on Facebook, where we're going live with this audio podcast. I'm just appreciative of you there. And then for all of you who are listening in by way of Spreaker and iHeartRadio, as well as the womenofElevation.com's website, welcome to this podcast show. This is a podcast. We normally do this podcast Tuesdays and Wednesdays around 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just a tad bit beyond, of course, behind schedule, but nonetheless, we are here. And so for all of you who are newly listening into this show, perhaps you joined the Women of Elevation group because we have some festivities going on. And so I'm going to touch bases about those festivities in just a few moments. But I will tell you this episode, this is a part of all that we do with Women of Elevation. This podcast coincides with the mission of Women of Elevation. And that is to empower women with the tools to be able to create, relate, and elevate so you can walk in your God-given purposes and truly live your dream lifestyle. That is the purpose of this podcast show. And so listen, I welcome you to be a part, to tune in to what we have to share. Now, tonight is just going to be an introduction, not anything deep, not anything too heavy. But just to welcome you as we are here and transitioning into this third or final quarter of the year, but the third core area that Women of Elevation focuses in on. And so the third core area is elevate. We help women to prepare to elevate, to walk into your due seasons. Whatever that next level is, whatever your due season is, that's what we're going to help you to prepare for. We're going to prepare to help you mentally. We're going to prepare to help you when it comes to finances, giving you some tips and strategies to prepare for that due season, and so much more. So definitely stay tuned because we have great information that lies ahead. But for right now, okay, please note that in the group and on the website and on the podcast platforms, that's what the information, the content is going to center on, helping you to prepare to elevate, okay, into the rest of this 2020 amazing year. And yes, it is based on perspective, right? It is an amazing year. No matter how many things have happened or transpired or what has transpired, this still is an amazing year. And so, listen, there are a couple of things that normally happens during this third core area. And so we have number one, we have the Triumphant Women's Awards celebration, which is going to be virtual this year. And so you're going to be hearing more information and seeing more information about that. But you can always visit, okay? You can visit our websites, check out more information about these events. So if you go to womenofElevation.com, information is there. For those of you inside of the Women of Elevation group on Facebook, you're going to be receiving updates about the celebration there. So make sure that, number one, where we are with the celebration is there is the voting. Voting will end tonight at midnight. So make sure, okay, if you've seen who is nominated, that you go ahead and you nominate them. For those of you who are on the podcast platforms, maybe you're like, I don't know who's been nominated. You can always visit our website, www.womenofElevation.com/vote. Okay, /vote. It will take you there to the website. You'll see all of the nominees and you can submit your vote there. All right. So voting will end September the 9th at 12 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you submit your votes as soon as possible. Okay, and so listen, we're going to be awarding many women this year, so make sure you do check out more information about this amazing celebration. You can find out more information by going to www.womenofElevation.com/TWAC. TWAC. Make sure you put those initials in that order. womenofElevation.com/TWAC. More information is there for your viewing. All right. And so I appreciate you guys. And even beyond the celebration, we're looking forward to also having a mega business summit. It's going to be like a summit comprised of 6 women. Right now, we're gathering the women together, we're sharing information, and we're going to be qualifying these women who are going to be sharing great information during 3 specific days during the month of December. All right, during the month of December. So maybe look, maybe you're listening into this and you're in the group and you're like, well, I would like to, maybe you want information about possibly being a speaker or a trainer within this mega business summit. All you would need to do is reply in the comment section and say speaker. All right, all you got to do is reply speaker. For those of you on the podcast platforms, reply speaker and we'll be in touch. We'll provide more information for you. All right. So listen, I appreciate you all. I thank you so very much for tuning in on tonight to the Revitalize the Total Woman podcast. Thank you so very much for those of you in the group for your flexibility. I know we took a little bit of a break last week from the podcast, and so now we're back. And so I appreciate you guys for that. And we're going to be back tomorrow night. I'm going to begin to dive in to some important content to help you get your mind right, so we can make sure we end 2020 with an amazing bang and prepare to have an amazing 2021 year. Thank you so much, everyone. Be blessed and definitely have a great evening.